flood-h.ammered Ellicott City, MD. The question lingers: do you rebuild once more? Ellicott City, MD. Jason Barnes watched helplessly as a torrential downpour fueled a fierce river winding through Ellicott City, waters pounding his toy shop and other businesses that had just started to rebound after an eerily similar flood in 2016. He watched as those trapped inside shops moved to the second floor as the waters rose, some shouting for help. And he watched as a street where he had parked washed out before his eyes, pieces of asphalt falling like breadcrumbs as the rapids grew stronger. Now, Barnes and other wary shop owners are grappling with a cruel reality. How could the unthinkable happen again Sunday night, a catastrophic flood, in just a short 2 years? And should they stay, rebuild and once again be Ellicott City strong? I honestly don't know if we're going to reopen. This is going to be a tough uphill battle, not just for me, but for everyone, because there are no more reserves, no more backup or savings, Barnes said, noting he'd poured more than $100,000 into repairs after 2016. Next year this might be a ghost town. Tuesday, Barnes and other business owners and residents were getting their first glance at the devastation as crews took residents through the flood zone to grab belongings, cash registers and any other property they might need as workers try to render the area safe. Edison Alexander Hermond, 39, a resident of nearby Severn and an active-duty member of the Army National Guard, was still missing Tuesday after helping a woman in the raging waters. More stunning videos, photos reveal enormity of Ellicott City flood devastation. No words to describe the devastation after Ellicott City flooding in Maryland. Why a 1-inch 1,000 year rain event devastated Ellicott City, Maryland. Again, many in the city 13 miles west of Baltimore along the Patapsco River say the area was reborn after the floods 2 years ago that gutted more than 50 businesses, leaving about $22 million in damage. But after Sunday's storm, it has become apparent the so-called 1,000-year storm might not be such a rare phenomenon, leaving the future of this quaint downtown up in the air and some shop owners questioning its safety. Barnes said as much as he loves the charming atmosphere of Ellicott, he doesn't know whether the shops should be reopened to the public. We can't keep losing people to this madness, he said. These floods go from inches to feet in the blink of an eye. No amount of detection or warnings are going to help. This area isn't worth saving if it's going to cost people's lives. He said the whole debacle was déjà vu. Barnes got stuck in the 2016 floods after water crashed through a door at his shop, All Time Toys. He ended up creating a human chain to save a woman stuck in a vehicle that was being carried away by water. Despite the devastation, Barnes and 96% of other businesses decided to stay and reopen. Everyone knew they wanted to come back, but not just come back. They wanted to create a bigger and better Ellicott City, he said. And we did. We got there. It was coming back. It was strong, vibrant. We still needed more time, but it was there. There was new life sprouting up from that destruction. The 2016 floods reshaped the community, and it's a familiar talking point among residents. The marquee at the historic Ellicott Theater still reads "Act Strong," the motto that bonded the community after the last disaster. After the floods ravaged his family-run store, Antique Depot, 2 years ago, David Robeson and his family started shopping at many of the stores along Main Street they'd never been in before. It became more about supporting a network of family members rather than competing businesses. We were all close before the floods, but man, after them we became like family, he said. I think that's what makes this even worse, because you're not just sad and in shock for your own situation, you're seeing what happened to everyone else, too. The family spent more than a month shoveling out about a foot of dirt, debris and grime that flooded the basement of their store. They never thought they'd have to do it again. Since their business is reliant on sellers renting out space in their four-story building near the bottom of Main Street, it's unclear whether they'll stay open. We'll stay if we can, he said. But we just really don't know what the future holds anymore.